What if you could create this professional animated logo intro entirely inside Premiere Pro without using After Effects? Let me show you exactly how it's done. Last time, we created this amazing glowing mountain text effect. Now it's time to transform it into a complete animated logo intro. To make things easier to control, let's select these 3 layers and nest them. Give it a proper name because from this point forward, we'll be treating the entire effect as a single object instead of managing individual layers one by one. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Now let's bring our mountain image back above the glowing text. I want to split this image into 4 separate frames. With the image layer selected, head over to the effects panel and search for crop effect. You can simply double-click to apply it. Inside effect controls, let's crop the image from the right. I'm setting the value to 75.5%. Now you might be wondering, why such a specific number? Here's the logic. We're dividing the image into 4 equal sections. Each section takes 25% of the available space. And also, we're leaving a tiny gap between each frame, which is why 75.5% works perfectly. Make sense? Let me know in the comments if you're following along so far. Now hold Alt or Option on Mac and drag upward to duplicate the layer. I'm intentionally leaving an extra video track for the text that we'll add later. Select the duplicated image. Inside Effect Controls panel, if you click on the crop effect, Premiere highlights the cropped area directly in the program monitor. That makes positioning much easier. Simply drag it to the right and leave a small gap. Repeat the same process 2 more times until you have all 4 frames ready. At this point, everything looks identical. Let's fix that. Select all 4 images and apply the Lumetri color effect. Inside Basic Correction of Lumetri color section, you'll find temperature, tint, and saturation controls. For each frame, experiment mainly with temperature and tint values. Small adjustments can completely change the mood of an image. By the end, each frame should feel like its own unique visual piece while still belonging to the same composition. Now let's add some text. From the Properties panel, choose your font, increase the size, and let's make the first letter red. Place it above the first image. Switch back to the selection mode, and while moving the text, hold Control or Command to activate Premiere's alignment guides. Those red guidelines make positioning incredibly easy. Duplicate the text for the remaining frames. Update the letters, adjust the placement, and repeat the process until all 4 sections have their own label. Looks good, but there's a problem. Everything appears at once, and that's boring. Instead, let's build anticipation. Move all image and text layers about 2 seconds forward. For our glowing mountain text below, press Ctrl or Command plus D to apply a fade-in transition. Now return to the image and text layers. Press Shift plus right arrow to jump 5 frames ahead. Move the second group to that position. Repeat the same process for the remaining groups. This creates a 5-frame offset between each section, making the animation feel much more intentional and professional. Let's also extend their duration slightly. We'll need extra room for animation later. Now here's a cool trick. The moment each image appears, I want part of our glowing mountain text to disappear, almost like the images are slicing through it. To achieve this, add a crop effect to the glowing mountain text. Move to the frame where the first image starts. Press left arrow once to move back 1 frame. Create a keyframe for the left crop value. Move forward 1 frame and drag the crop handle toward the right until it lines up perfectly with the image edge. Instantly, glowing text gets cut away exactly when the image appears. Repeat this process for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th image sections. Let's preview what we've built so far. Pretty nice. But the images still feel static. Let's bring them to life. Select the first image and add a transform effect. And before you continue, please pay attention to this part. The transform effect must sit above the crop effect. If it's below, scaling affects the entire image. If it's above, the scaling stays confined inside the cropped frame, which is exactly what we want. Now animate the scale property. Move about 2 seconds forward and increase it to 115%. This creates a subtle zoom effect. Copy the same transform effect and paste it onto the remaining images. Again, make sure transform stays above crop. Watch the difference. It's subtle, but suddenly the composition feels alive. And we're not done yet. Let's add even more motion. Starting with the last image, create a keyframe for the crop top parameter. Move a few frames forward and set top to 100%. To smooth it out, right-click the first keyframe and choose Ease Out. Then drag the second keyframe's handle toward the left. The animation immediately feels more natural. If it still feels too fast, simply increase the distance between the keyframes. Much better. Now copy these crop top keyframes and paste them onto the remaining images. Instantly, all 4 frames animate consistently. Now let's animate the text. Start with the last text layer. Move to the first crop keyframe of its image. Create keyframes for position and scale. Then move to the final crop keyframe. Decrease the scale slightly and adjust the position toward the right. Just like before, set the first keyframe to ease out and pull the second handle left for a smoother motion. Repeat this process for the remaining text layers. Everything should now feel connected, but we can push it one step further. Let's create a secondary text animation. Copy the first text layer. Before pasting it, select all current layers and nest them into a new sequence. Give it a meaningful name. Now paste the copied text. Move it slightly backward in time. Delete the old keyframes because we'll create a completely different animation. Position the text further left, change the wording. And this time, let's switch the color to white. Using the transform effect, animate the position property. Create a keyframe, move back to the start and shift the X position further left. Then smooth the motion using the same easing technique we've been using throughout this tutorial. To make the reveal even cleaner, first select text and with the help of rectangle mask tool, add a mask. From same text section, you can increase the mask feather slightly for softer edges. Now we need the second text to react as well. Within the same keyframe range, animate its position and move it toward the right. Look carefully, there is still one issue. A few moments ago, rectangle mask has already been applied. However, it is still not affecting our first text. To fix this, simply move the transform effect just below your text layer. This creates a beautiful opposing motion between both text elements. And now comes the best part. Let's watch the entire animation from the beginning. From a simple glowing mountain text effect, we've transformed it into a dynamic logo intro, packed with movement, depth, and professional-looking transitions. And the best part, everything was created directly inside Premiere Pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.